let's say 45 cents because everything gets more expensive. So my cost for her for 3 years, okay, for 3 years is $16.20. Their house is going to be listed at $500,000, assuming, so pre-broker split, my $12 are ending up in $12,500. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I'm so excited. Those Monday lives are going to become one of my favorite ones because I get to talk to you, I get to see you, I get to inspire you. It's the beginning of the week. And yes, I did only have half a cup of coffee, but that's okay. Do me a favor. I have something really amazing to share with you today, which is the 7 big mistakes agents make with their geographic farm. I am so excited for this one. Before you do, make sure you click that heart button right there. I'm not going to start until I had at least five hearts. So let's go. Let's get some hearts. Let's get some hearts going. They're right down the emoji button. Yes, I'm making you actually do things before I get you all the free content because it's free content and I want to make sure you are waking up those little fingers. So heart button down in the corner. Give me at least 5 hearts and we're ready to go. So let's up. There they are. Yes. Let's get some hearts going. Awesome. Like the like button too. That one is good too. All right. Now, as always, make sure you comment cheat sheet if you want today's cheat sheet so you do not have to take any notes. We're making it super easy for you. And the goal is to just have you pay attention, okay? That's a big one. So 7 big mistakes agents make with their geographic farm. 7 mistakes. Oh, see, we're going to comment 7 below. Love that. I gotta have to change my little button. Let's see, how do I change my little button? No, not this one. Awesome. Let's see. Comment 7. 7 is the word. Comment 7 below for your free cheat sheet. Okay, people that read clearly have an advantage. Cindy, you are way ahead of me this morning. Okay, we're gonna take this one. There you go. Awesome. Comment 7 below for your free cheat sheet today. Sound good? Awesome. Yes, Sandy got it. So 7 big mistakes agents make with their geographic farms. What are those 7 mistakes? I'm going to go through them one by one. Anybody that wants to keep a running list, I will love you forever because it is proven that if you actually type out the numbers that you're going to retain better. And as usual, my goal is to get you out of here in 20 minutes or less because you have deals to close and you're not going to do that on Facebook. So let's go. First of all, they don't know if it's a profitable geographic farm. Like that's a big one. It's essentially making sure that the soil that you are planting your tomato garden in is good soil. If you're trying to grow amazing tomatoes, right, in a garden where everything is depleted of the nutrients, nothing is happening, well, guess what? Your tomatoes are probably not going to turn out really well, okay? So make sure that the geographic farm you pick is a profitable one. How do we do that? We want to make sure that we actually get the turnover rate. Yes, math on a Monday. What's the turnover rate, Janine? The turnover rate is to see how many homes are in one area and how many of these homes sell each year. That gives you your annual turnover rate. Now, we are looking to aim for turnover rates from 6 to 10% in an ideal world. One of my coaching students inside the Mailer Clinic actually found a unicorn, I think at like 13%, which is like ridiculous. I told her, I hope you go all in on this area, okay? And the reason we want to focus on that is because if you're trying to establish yourself in your neighborhood and your neighborhood sells 2 houses, how many of you guys can make a living with 2 houses a year? Not me, and probably not you. So if it comes to your geographic farm, make sure it is a profitable area, just like, planting a vegetable garden in very, very rich soil, right? Okay. So also, while we're on the topic of turnover rate, 6 to 10% is where it's at. However, COVID did a number to it. If we find something that's closer to the 5% mark, this is considered, right now at least, still a decent area. Don't get too hung up on it. Okay? All right. Number 2, 7 big mistakes why agents fail. Number 2. Anybody has an idea of why number 2? Any guesses? And they're not like organized, but number 2, this other reason agents fail is they don't know who they are targeting. Okay? We as agents have a feeling that we want to serve everybody, right? It's like, hey, what do you do? Oh, I help people buy and sell houses. That is literally everybody that we want to serve. But we cannot stand out from the crowd, right? If you are saying, oh, I help people buy and sell houses, well, guess what? So does the clerk at the bank. So does the fireman across the street, right? So does the nanny. Everybody essentially does that because everybody holds a license these days, right? So buying and selling houses is nothing that we want to do anymore. Because if you do that, guess what? You're a commodity. And what happens with commodities? Commodities get cheaper. And we don't want to get cheaper. We do not want to get cheaper. Okay? So if you are wanting to be profitable, one of the things to make sure is you know who you are targeting. Who is the person in your geographic farm? Who lives there? And yes, your geographic farm is going to be made up out of many, many people. You cannot serve many, many people. You need to pick somebody to talk to. Who do you help? Are you helping the one that is relocating, right? Are they military family? Are you helping the longtime owner that says, hey, I've lived here for the last 30 years. I still have my kids' macaroni crafts in the basement. Guess what? That's my client, right? Do you help the person that says, yes, we bought this house, but now we've outgrown it and, we have baby number 3 on the way? Are you helping large families that are getting larger? What is the person that is, or who is the person that is living there, first of all? And then who are you helping? Okay. Those are some very, very important things. That was number 2. Number 3, underestimate the budget. Oh boy, budget. Yes. Geographic farming does require a budget. Now, your budget might be your time invested. Your budget might be your money spent. When I started, it was my time. I invested time to grow my geographic farm because I just got started. And well, guess what? As a small business startup, I did not think that I actually needed money to make this work. So I had time. Not a lot of it, but there was some time. So what I did was I created flyers. I was with a brokerage that let me print flyers without charging me. So that obviously helped. Free paper. Yay. I like paper, by the way. And I just was able to print it and then invest my time to get into that community. Now I invest money. Now I send mailers into my geographic farm, and no, I do not send them every single month like most people tell you to. Yet I still do extremely well in the geo farm. So make sure that you are aware of the budget and the resource that you need to spend. It's either time or it's going to be money. But don't underestimate the budget. What does it mean, underestimating the budget? So if we are looking at online leads, because I know everybody wants the online leads, right? The easy ones. Let's say we're going to have somebody at 10 cents an impression, right? One impression costs us about 10 cents. So if we translate that into our geographic farm, we're like, okay, cool. There's a geographic farm. Let's say it's 500 houses, 10 cents, $50. All right. Can I spend $50 to reach 500 people in my geographic farm if it's not online? And the answer is no, you cannot. Okay. And that's okay. The first time that I wrapped my head around the fact that it's okay, it became a lot easier to budget and also to find the value in something meaningful. Why can you not just spend 10 cents per household? You cannot just send 10 cents per household because it costs you a lot more than, that to get paper done. Oh, by the way, that's the cheat sheet. So make sure you comment 7 below if you want the cheat sheet. So you have to make sure that you're also aware of the value, okay? Will you agree with me that you are much more likely to spend more money on a higher quality product if it gets you to where you want to be? Example, riding my bicycle and taking the airplane, okay? Bicycle, airplane. If I am going to somewhere, I'm going to Las Vegas, okay? I can go there from Chicago over here, on my bicycle, which would probably be pretty cheap to go with my bicycle to Vegas, assuming I don't need to, stay somewhere, assuming I don't need to eat and all those things. Or I could go ahead and take my airplane and go to Vegas that way. As you can see, 2 different methods. One is gonna hold a different value to me and my time, right? If you look at reaching somebody inside your neighborhood, that is not just an online, impression, like a little swipe at 10 cents, cheap leads, right? But not really leads, just impressions actually. I would be willing to spend more money for a true connection, okay? How much more money, Janine? On average, I would say I would spend 4 to up to 10 times more. Okay, I would spend anywhere from 4 to 10 times more than what I can do online. So are you realistic with your budget? And when I say 4 to 10 times more, why? Because A, it's tangible, right? People like stuff that they can feel, see, all of that. So you want to make sure that you see also the value in yourself. If I'm reaching out to my geographic farm and I'm doing it by a letter, I'm doing it with a mailer, I'm doing it with an event, I'd be okay spending 4 to 10 times more because of the value add that is there. A value add is huge. I just walked into my last listing appointment, and guess what? They had my annual calendar on the mailer, or on the fridge. Okay? It was not just a swipe and then it's gone. It was a value add that is still there right in July, 7 months later. Okay? I gladly added 4 to 10 times more money for that one thing than just a simple little ad of, hey, Happy New Year. I hope that makes sense. Number 4, we're on number 4. The 7 biggest mistakes agents make when it comes to geographic farming. Number 4 is not to partner with vendors. Guys, you have attorneys spending money. You have lenders spending money. You have home inspectors spending money. Why are we not partnering with these guys? Vendor partners is essential when it comes to our businesses, right? So one of the things that I learned a while back is building my own Coliseum. How do I build my own Coliseum? A Coliseum is my top 25 people that are around me, that refer me business, that are with me. And I'm still building my top 25, okay? But the sooner you realize that you can rely on some vendor partners to help you leverage and also disperse costs, because remember, not only are you trying to get in front of 500 homes, they're trying to get in front of 500 homes as well, okay? So make it a win-win, and the conversation is a lot easier to have, okay? All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, that one is a good one. The other big mistakes I see people make is putting transactions over relationships. Putting transactions over relationships. If you're in it for the money, which I understand we all want to make money, but if you're only in it for the money, people will smell it, right? Have you ever gone to buy a new car and ever felt like that car salesperson was really looking out for you? I yet have to meet a car salesperson that is telling me all the things based on what they know. Nobody asked me about my life at a car dealership. They're like, what's your life like? Right? What's your daily living like? Like, what do you do? I think I should probably try and be a car salesman for like a week and just see if I can put relationships over transactions. That is a prime example where people will just literally look at you like a transaction, right? You walk in the door, and the minute you walk in, you know exactly like that guy just, targeted you. You're like, you're the sale. He's going to make it happen. But what if I was just shopping, right? What if I wanted some relationship building first? Tell me about your day. What do you generally drive to? Long distance, short distance? Okay. Who's normally with you? All right. Sounds like you got a pretty busy plate, right? So would it make a little bit easier if there was some sort of entertainment in your car where you can just unwind, relax, and know the kids are going to watch a movie? And maybe you can even take care of a phone call or two? Would that help you? Okay. Then providing more value along the way by building the relationship of like, hey, just wanted you to know that there's a new series of cars coming out that actually does something like that. We're probably not going to get any of them in anytime soon, but thought I would let you know. Kind of looks cool and would solve a lot of your problems, right? Like, this is the stuff where people need to realize real estate is very much the same. Are you in it to put a sign in the yard and a lockbox on the front door? Or are you actually in it for the right reason, saying, I want you to go from A to B in the least amount of hassle possible with a great experience and a good smile on your heart, right? What is the reason you're doing this? Because once your reason shifts, the money will follow. And the money follows, you get to make more people happy. Okay, I know. All right, that was the next one. Number 6, the biggest mistake I see people make when it comes to geographic farming is they shy away from neighborhood events. And we're actually going to start setting out on a path of over 60 plus neighborhood events that we will be bringing to you inside the Hyperlocal Agent. So I'm really, really excited on that one. But you want to make sure that you are visible. If you are not visible in your community, inside your hyper-local community, why bother? Why are you trying to get hyper-local if you are not willing to get hyper-locally involved? Hosting events is something that I personally think is one of the major things most agents are not willing to do. And you say, you know what, I'm terrified of events. Fine. One of the ones that we just started doing is signs, right? Slow down signs. So inside my coaching group, we just went through an entire training of how to create those signs, get them leveraged, and also lead generate with them. But in the meantime, I can hand out neighborhood signs that say, slow down, children at play, and they have my name and my number on there because I need to brand them. But at the same time, I am bringing that event into the neighborhood, into the community. Slow down, right? Our children live here because I care with this event about the community. I care about the people that live there. Because if you don't care for who lives there, guess what? You're putting transactions over relationships, and you just not only made one mistake, but 2 of them. Okay? And the last one, people give up too early. People give up too early. And I just was recording a training where I had one of my leads pulled up, and that lead requested a CMA in 2019. Okay? A CMA request in 2019 was sent. I am sending them, I sent them listing papers last year, 2021. So that's 2 years, okay? 2 years since the thought popped in their head saying, I might want to move. Guess what? I followed up. 2021 came along, the listing signed, they're building. Well, if you've ever done a build, you know it takes time. We are actually getting ready to hit live on the market in about a week. In my Geographic farm was yet another listing. Why? Because I did not give up. And all I did was stayed in front of them via email and via mailers. So if we do the math on that one, let's see. Let's do the math on this. She came in 2019, so about 3 years. Let's just say 3 years. 36 months, and each month I sent her a mailer. My mailers are at about 44 cents a piece, I think. So let's say 45 cents, because everything gets more expensive. So my cost for her for 3 years, okay, for 3 years is $16.20. Their house is going to be listed at $500,000, assuming, so pre-broker split, my $12 are ending up in $12,500. Okay. So if I look at an ROI, I think I got it there, right? So what was it? $12.60, and then 12.5. Oops, I did that wrong. Oh well. Massive, massive ROI, right? So if you've been wondering, what do I have to do to get going on my Geographic farm, make sure you don't make any of these 7 mistakes. And if you hopped on late, just drop in the number 7 for the cheat sheet. We'll get that one over to you, so you do not have to take any notes. If you missed it, no problem. And I hope this helped somebody to really focus in on everything that you can do to become known inside your Geographic farms. It doesn't have to be hard, and especially with those gas prices, right? It doesn't have to be complicated, far away, or any of that. So make sure that you grab the cheat sheet, and I hope I will get your feedback in the comments. And if you're saying, you know what, I would love to have a 1,000 ROI on one of my leads, let me know. I would love to help you. So happy Monday, right on time, kept it simple. Thanks so much for hopping on. Thanks for everybody that stayed through the end. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.